everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And let's dive right into the analysis here because we have a lot to cover. And right now, the markets are getting a bit of a dip down 70 basis points today in the SPY, another 70 basis points in the triple Qs, and down 1.48% in the IWM, leading the pack down. But the Dow Jones is the one that's been going down consistently back into our buy area here and potentially getting ready for a big reversal out if this can sustain itself as a wave 2 bounce and then back out into a wave 3. I'll just illustrate it a little bit more clearly for you guys, something like this. So we're going to be looking for a wave 2 for it to push back out inside of a wave 3 of 3, which would be very bullish for the markets. But again, we need it to be supported with good data coming out hopefully in the next couple of days. Here we got the PCE on Friday, and the market's been going down these last couple of days with the yields rising back up, especially the 2-year pushing back up to the almost the 5% mark here, and then the 20-year also climbing back up. But to me, I have it all labeled as a wave 2. So again, wave 2s are known to be going back into the are known to retrace back pretty deeply. And I think that we're going to get a big reversal back down here. And we have a new position inside the Discord as well. I'll share with you guys right now. For those of you who are following the analysis, we are short oil now. So I do believe that oil should be going down in the coming weeks and months. And this could be a nice long-term position to hold. So we'll see how this one plays out. Like our TLT trade that we entered here at the lows, we got a nice entry and it rallied up, and now we're getting a retrace, and it looks like we invalidated this buy area here. So this trade setup is now lost, but it doesn't mean that this whole setup for the bigger picture is lost. When you take a look at the 1 hour, we're in extreme oversold conditions right now in TLT on the 1 hour. 45-minute cycle looks to be finished as well. Maybe one last low, maybe a pop and then one more drop and then a big reversal out. That could be what we're going to be looking for here. But overall, I think the cycle's reset and you're getting ready to climb out of here in a wave 3 in a pretty dramatic fashion, which means yields should drop pretty dramatically as well. So maybe the PCE data on Friday is going to be really good. So we'll see. But again, you could see that Bitcoin and commodities are actually performing quite well, all things considered, right? You see that the dollar has been climbing pretty steadily here, and in a nice pattern, and it's showing lots of strength, and that's why the market's weakening up here, and you're starting to see yields climb as well. So I'm not too worried. I think our setup and our accounts are going to hold. I don't think that the top is in just yet, although you can never discount it. So if it is in, then it's in, right? Then it's over from there. You could see on the 45-minute here, the cycle is almost reset. Maybe one last drop, and then we should be good to go from there. So maybe one last wave 4. Excuse me. One last wave 4, and then it'll be all she wrote from there on, right? But we'll see. I mean, I'm not in any positions on the SPY right now. Just in some positions on the triple Q. The triple Qs and the Dow Jones. So the triple Q is obviously showing lots of strength as well, because NVDA has been pumping tremendously and is still pumping regardless of the current market conditions. I think everyone's starting to run towards this stock here. But we are finishing up in the 5th wave. The longer term sell area is 1238 to 1380. And again, this is where all of this should end, right? This is where NVIDIA should start to finish its cycle up. And again, when we were down here, the target seemed like unrealistic, unattainable, right? And now that we gapped up so much and we've pumped up so much, it's like, we're so close. Everyone's like, we're gonna hit it now. So it's funny how the Elliott wave counts show you what's going to be coming out of these waves. And I was reading a lot about it. You know, people are getting ready for NVIDIA to crash. They're gonna have such bad earnings. It's going down. It's, you know, this is your last opportunity to short. Now they're getting short squeezed. So the shorts, as smart as they are, sometimes, you know, they're not smarter than the market. But I do get the bear case, and I do understand that the short positions will make sense at one point, once the whole, market unravels and all that stuff, but I don't think just yet. Okay, so let's cover Mara here. We'll take a look at Mara. So I'm very tired right now, and it's pretty late, but I'm trying to get some videos and some analysis out for you guys. I want to do some analysis on Mara because Bitcoin is holding up quite well, and I think we're about to take off. So I think Mara could actually continue its extension up in a C wave and push up higher in a larger X. But we are in this sell area here in Mara. But again, it doesn't mean that Bitcoin can't push higher, right? Maybe Bitcoin can't push higher. Mara really doesn't do anything, right? Maybe the Bitcoin miners don't get any love, and it's just, they just don't go up, right? And then because really the fundamentals are not good for the miners right now. We had the halving, the rewards are cut in half, and the price has not really gone up since then. So really the profits are just cut in half. Okay, let me cover a few other things as well. I wanted to talk about the VIX because someone was asking me inside the Discord today, should I FOMO into all like VIX call options? I think. Let me just read what they said. Convince me not to all into the VIX. Okay, so the reason I don't think we should be all in into the VIX right now is I think this is just a temporary spike up into the VIX. I think we ultimately will go down to this area between 10 to 9. And I think this is where the VIX is going to, once the VIX hits this level here, this is where I'm going to be looking to probably short the market, right? So that's probably that the area that we're going to be looking to short the market is once we get into this area. And I know that people don't think we're gonna get into this area, but you'd be surprised how things can turn on a dime on good news, right? And market loves good news, even though it's not that great, it's not that big of a news event. The market will make a bigger deal out of it than they should sometimes. All right, so yeah, that's essentially it. I don't really have much to add unless the yields take out this pivot. This is still the count, and if we do take out the pivot, then let me tell you, things are gonna get really bearish really quickly. We may even have a market crash on our hands, but I really doubt that they're gonna raise the rates even more than they have. I think they're politically out of time. I think that we're near if not, I think we've had a cycle top in the rate hikes here, and we're going to get a nice retrace back down into the 3.6% to 2.8% levels here for the yields, which means interest rates are going to go down pretty dramatically. And once this is done, and only then, I think we should long the market until this area here is achieved in the bond yields. All right, so that's basically it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.